as I continue to not play WWE 2K26, we are continuing to go back and play prior WWE games. This time, Josiah and I have played, for the second time, WWE All-Stars. This game reminds me so much, both visually and from my personal experience, of playing Marvel vs. Capcom.
Ooh, okay.
And what I mean by that is, when I play Marvel vs. Capcom, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I am pushing buttons and things are happening in front of me, but I don't know how I'm doing it, because the Marvel vs. Capcom game has, to me, always been more of a visual presentation and less of an actual planned thing that I do.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you can plan some combos out in Marvel vs. Capcom depending on which one it is.
Sure.
But yeah.
I'm not skilled at that, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. Well, I am skilled at that, and even playing All-Stars, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm kind of hitting stuff.
Hitting stuff.
In All-Stars, I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm kind of hitting stuff.
Hitting stuff is the name of the game.
Like it took me 10 minutes. Like I kept running the ropes, trying to hit the turnbuckle. I'm like, and then meanwhile I'm watching the computer do a gorgeous backflip onto the top turnbuckle. I'm like, how do I do that?
Yeah, easy, like it's nothing. Yeah, the computer is just great at executing ridiculously flawless stuff.
Right, it looks immaculate. I will say, one of my favorite things about this game is 100% watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time I watch it, I'm watching some guy jump from the corner turnbuckle to the other side of the ring and nails a picture-perfect drop kick.
That's what I was going to say. The drop kicks are ridiculous.
Oh, my Lord.
They are so powerful that one drop kick can send you out of the ring, another one can send you from the middle of the ring all the way to the corner and bounce back to the middle. It's like, my goodness.
Yeah.
You turn what, in most wrestling matches or wrestling games, is a simple move into something that is stunning.
Oh my God, spectacular. I was wrestling one match and I just did a regular German suplex and I'm like, oh, that's it?
Yeah.
You didn't jump out the ring or anything?
Like, what about that gut buster from Sergeant
Slaughter?
Slaughter?
My God. So Sergeant Slaughter throws me in the air, right? And literally just, I hit the gut buster, bounced 20 feet back into the air and land. I'm like, I would have died.
You got a suntan from all those lights.
Oh my God. Takes looking up in the lights to a whole new level.
Yes, sir. You were living with the lights in that case. No, the thing about the game, the thing that really stands out to me is something that WWE has always excelled at, and that is the video package.
Oh my Lord.
So the video packages for this game are called Fantasy Warfare.
Hell of a name, to be fair.
Yes. I mean, I think that it was an article in Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
Oh, so this is back in the day.
So, yeah. And, many people fantasize about what-if scenarios.
Yeah. They have X wrestled Y.
We legitimately book things called Butterfly Effect Wrestling for the channel. And
available now.
Yes. And so it's not unheard of to think about this, but like even the opening match of Fantasy Warfare is the Ultimate Warrior versus the Celtic Warrior. And as soon as I saw that presented, I was like, man, that's actually not a bad idea right there.
Which is funny because that's not a match I would have cared about.
Right.
Like, at all. But just watching the video package for it, watching how they hype it, how they put it together, it's like, especially because this is like, I would say like the 2000s are like peak WWE video package era. Like it was tail end of the Attitude Era, most of the Ruthless Aggression era, especially when, let's be honest, the TV wasn't that great at the time. But those video packages,
they know how to lie.
Oh my God, they made me think, oh my God, this is the greatest feud ever done. And I'm like,
yes, it's the weird part because I watched it happen and it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was terrible.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here like this is Miz and Morrison versus Carlito and Epico.
How do we
get doing Primo? I'm like,
yes.
why do I care so much now?
Well, the funny thing to me is there was I think it was Shawn Michaels package when he was injured at one point, and the song was "Tell Me a Lie," and I was like, man, that's what WWE's good at, telling me lies. and my point though is about these fantasy warfares. Some of them I never would have thought of in my life, like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Kofi Kingston. But as soon as they built it up, I was like, you know what, I'm all in.
I'm about to say, I want to see that match.
I'm so for this.
I'm not going to lie, especially when in the time they made this game, Kofi and Steamboat could have happened.
Yeah, the funny thing is, you're right. Yeah.
And it would have been amazing.
Yeah, so Jericho and Steamboat proved that Ricky could still go even in his older statesman era.
Ricky has proven he's truly a master of his craft.
Correct. And Kofi Kingston, my goodness, I can't think of an era of that man wrestling where he did not deliver. Mm-hmm. So there are times when WWE didn't deliver on his behalf, but never did he let the company down. Often the company just let him down.
Yeah, no, the company let them down very often.
Yes. I mean, that's even like in the recent past, realistically.
Oh, my God.
Because imagine, if you will, that you gave 18 years of your life to a company, and they come to you and say, hey, we know you've given us 18 good years, but can we pay you less money?
Yep.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you? Oh,
it's so crazy.
The
sad part is, I feel like that's being like normalized nowadays too. Like, I feel like it's not just a wrestling thing. Like, companies are just doing that.
Oh my goodness, it's
like, loyalty doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, I had a job interview recently where the recruiter was saying every word I ever wanted to hear. He appreciated the years of service. He acknowledged the advancements over the years. It was like, man, dude, you're speaking my language, because for years people would just act like all the stuff I had done and given to companies, well, it doesn't matter. It was basically
square one again.
Starting from square one. It's almost that whole concept of, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, guys, like, I just met you. What are we doing? I didn't know I had to kiss the ring.
Yeah, you got to kiss the ring, bring a tribute. You need at least 2 goats and a cow, I believe.
Exactly.
To get in the door.
But yeah, so some of the fantasy warfares aren't as exciting as others. So yeah. There are some that we already spoke of that were exciting. There are some that aren't fantasy at all, such as Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. How can you put that in fantasy warfare when the match happened
906 times?
Yeah. Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more. But most importantly, the story itself. And they were all excellent, so you can call it excellent warfare, but don't call it fantasy.
Ain't nothing fantasy about it, dog. I mean, I get it, because I believe you told me like the fantasy warfare is to unlock the character.
It is, yeah.
So it makes sense that Eddie versus Ray unlock Eddie and Ray.
And you have a good time.
Yeah.
And so each one of the fantasies, it's legend, so Eddie versus current Ray. And so I got it, it's nice and simple.
I get the point, but
I would have actually...
But considering, especially because I think this game came out in, 2009?
Something like that. I'm actually wondering myself, because I think it must have been more like 12. I think or 12. I think 12 or 13, because 2009 is the year that both Legends of WrestleMania and SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Technically, it came out in SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. Technically, it might come out in the fall of 2008. But Legends of WrestleMania came out just in the early portion of 2009, and because you could import the 2009 characters into the game, so that's why I think this had to have come out at 12 or 13. I feel like
11.
11. Okay, yeah. So in that range, and so my point just is that in 2011, Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero had happened an innumerable amount of times. And in even one of the big fantasy matches, which was The Big Show versus Andre the Giant.
That's a classic.
It's like, while yes, it was a fantasy, or it is fantasy because it couldn't have happened.
Yeah.
To me, I think that I would have rather to have booked, because I like contrast, I would have rather to have booked Andre the Giant versus Eddie Guerrero to see if Eddie could lie and cheat and steal his way to victory type thing. But again, that's the problem with the fantasy being legend versus current and current versus legend. So then you can't do legend versus legend in the fantasy. But what they do in addition to the fantasy warfare, or did, I guess, since it's long in the past.
Super past. I'm about to say this game is 15 years old.
What they did in addition to that was a thing called Path of Champion or Champions.
I think Champions, plural.
Plural, yes. And in Path of Champions, you have 3 storylines that you can choose to play. One is D-Generation X, one is The Undertaker, and one is Randy Orton. And the thing that I love, and I think you'll agree with me on this, is the character art that represents the arc of the story.
Yeah. Because
this visual presentation of The Undertaker is classic Undertaker, original recipe Undertaker. Well, maybe just a little extra crispy.
I'm about to say this is Purple Glow's Undertaker,
yeah, so it's not original,
a little bit more
seasoned. Not got the red mullet, but we are still in that Paul Bearer era because Paul gets to cut some great promos and the animations
makes me so nostalgic.
I know, I miss that man. He just knew how to get the point across for his character, talking about his funeral parlor and the mortuary.
My Undertaker.
Exactly. The visuals of DX and Orton also are on. They are on extra maximum awesome looking.
Yes.
Now, once we get past the sound of Paul Bearer and The Undertaker, Shawn and Hunter and Randy talking, and the visuals of the drawings for the characters, this is when Path of Champions falls apart because it's pointless. It's just basically a gauntlet scenario where you have to play through 10 matches to get to the final, which is, in each guy's case, a match with the person the story is built around. Yep. And so it's not really a story, it's just 10 random matches till you get, or 9 random matches till you get to the 10th.
Not even any real connective tissue.
No connective tissue.
There's like a regular singles match to start and then an elimination match.
For nothing. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. And so with that's it. It's those 2 things. Create a player, which is, visually...
in every wrestling game.
Well, yeah, and it's visually okay because it fits... Their create a player fits the in-game models, which is super exaggerated.
Yes.
Which is good. I'm not mad at the super exaggerated. I think that's cool to look at. But my point is, so it's those 2 gameplays, create a player, and exhibition. Outside of that, you're done, son. There ain't not a thing left to do. It. And so, I only feel that WWE All-Stars excels when you can have friends over, watch them play something ridiculous, probably get frustrated while they're doing it, and then you guys can talk and catch up and make some jokes about it. But, like, if this was done under the movie rating system that I use, or the scale I use to talk about other things like wrestling factions or whatnot, I would basically call WWE All-Stars a 3 out of 5. It's mid at best. It's
a
not,
bar.
It is not thumbs up. It's not thumbs down. It's just like, it exists.
I'm about to say, I do feel like with this game, I would be sad if it didn't exist.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like that's saying a lot because there are other games in the franchises that I'm like, yeah, I could have lived without this existing.
Sure. And we were actually talking before I pushed record that the frustration of the gameplay reminded me of Legends of Wrestling, the trilogy of video games. However, the thing that this WWE All-Star has that didn't is the fun, over-the-top visuals of what does get executed, whereas that was... it was both frustrating to try to learn and play, and not all that good to look at after you did do whatever it was you were trying to do.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm mad that I can't run up the turnbuckle, but I do like when I do get there,
Exactly.
I can kick a dude out of the ring with a flying drop kick.
Yes.
I'm like, missile drop kick out the ring is awesome.
Mm.
So basically what I'm saying is watch, don't really play.
Yeah.
But it's a bar for me too.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother.
User.